Almost. There you go.
I'm hoping we live.
Yeah, we
Yep.
got
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live. I'm so glad that y'all are tuning in. This is Hip Hop Alliance Magazine. We told you we was going to do it at least once a week. I got my man Mill in the building. How you feeling today, my guy?
I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real good. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man. Same old, lame old. Can't complain. And we got Miss Bella in the building today. Give us that female perspective. How you feeling today, Miss Bella?
I'm great. Mother's Day weekend, living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So we
ma'am.
can.
Yes, ma'am. Money Mitch, man. You got a couple topics, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting on. I'm trying to wait on E and Malikas to get up in here so we can get started. We got about 3 people in here with us. Y'all make sure y'all hit the link and
Okay.
chime
That's what's
in,
up.
give us y'all opinions on stuff. Let me see.
Like,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Yep.
We need it. But the first topic is gonna be uh, Mayweather versus Logan Paul.
We
So
jumping in there?
now we're gonna try to wait on Malikas and E, because they was real anxious about it. But I mean,
Oh,
we could actually start by the time they get here. They can give us their opinion. What you think about it?
let me take who me. Man, I don't like it, bro. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, man. You know I'm a boxing purist, man. I'm a fan of the sport. And from a fan point of view, I don't like it. I think it
Mhm.
minimizes the sport overall. I think it takes away from guys who are in the gym, putting all that they have into it, struggling. They don't have a big following on Instagram. They just trying to live that running lifestyle. Then you have a guy who has Instagram following, and he gets a chance to be in the ring with Mayweather, but Keith Thurman didn't. He get a chance to be in the ring with Mayweather, but Earl Spence didn't.
Mhm.
He get a chance to be in the ring with Mayweather, but Shane Mosley didn't until he was much, much older and Winky left right. So from that perspective, as a box, fuck no. From the perspective of making money, I completely understand. You gotta do to get the people what they want. And this
Mhm.
younger age, the internet age is so finicky that they're gonna go with whatever sells, man. So that's my thought on it, bro.
What you think, Miss Bella?
I think it's bad for boxing. It's people that work hard and don't get the fights that they feel like they deserve from working hard. And here it is, you get these young kids with these followings and can pay their way into the ring. It's not fair. You know, like dang, I forgot your name. But anyway, like he was saying,
Back.
I agree with him. It's not a good look for boxing,
Mhm.
and it's not even good for his legacy at this point. Do this even count? This extra does it
Not to
count?
me, not to the real fan. It doesn't count, but I don't have a problem with it. Me
It don't count,
personally,
period.
I think boxing is on life support. If
Or
we need
yeah,
some kind of joke to give it some life, I mean, and shoot, 19.1 million followers and 14.8 million. I know,
why he couldn't fight Javante?
like you said earlier, that's the money though.
Why he couldn't fight Earl Spence?
It don't make sense because they young and they some studs.
But he get to go straight to the top with Mayweather's though. Look at that. What do
Oh,
that picture
they not gonna
say?
take the fight because those young fighters got too much to lose. Earl Spence would have too much to lose to fight Logan.
Mayweather should have a lot to lose
You
too with his
know,
legacy.
Mayweather done proved his point. He 50-0, ain't he?
But what would be the greatest joy
Mayweather got
of
more to
this
lose than
kid
Spence.
knocking Mayweather out on the accident? You
Now because
can't.
Mayweather already done did his thing. Spence ain't got to where he want to get yet. So it make more sense for Mayweather to fight him than Spence.
So let me ask you some. Just
Well,
hypothetically speaking, if he get knocked out, which one you think he will be remembered by? All his wins or this one knockout by this kid because he got a big
that's what
following?
people gonna remember.
Only thing
Yeah,
that's gonna bother me is
right.
the name that they would get at that kid. That's the only thing
Exactly.
that bother me. But Mayweather gonna be remembered for his greatness in the ring against the best of the best. That's just me. That's
Well,
how I'm gonna remember it.
but I look at like over the years when people who really wanted to fight Mayweather's and couldn't get those fights, and here it is, you give it to a kid because they got a lot of
But
followers.
you got to think the fighters ain't the ones that hold the fights up. It's the promoters. The promoters are the ones that drag it out and try to get the most money they can get out of it. It's not the fighters. You know, it's the middleman. It's the promoter.
Well, I think that's a bad idea. Now I'm starting to feel like everybody need a manager. You should be over your own. You should be over your own money.
But
you know,
it's the
when
same
you get old, you don't make decisions.
You got the promoter that's the middleman between the artist and the venue. And you know, if the promoter is on some janky stuff or
why he didn't fight Mike Tyson? That's real entertaining. He got the views. Why not Mike Tyson?
Shit, Mike Tyson way too big, heavy for him.
Oh, but this kid is way taller than him, arm length longer than him.
He know he gonna school him. That's why he do it.
Well,
you're not gonna get
always hope for the
like
best. You know,
y'all ain't like it. So y'all don't like that. What y'all think about the little brother? The little brother taking the hat, had the boy looking like a rich slave. That was bad, bro.
Making these kids famous. They making them bigger than what they are. I don't feel like they deserve it. But hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah, it was a good publicity stunt, but man, he should have did something with his hair.
I feel like that was disrespectful. You know, you don't get. I don't understand what's going on. Really, to me, it's like you don't get that close. You know, the interview was already over with. You know. So as they walking down the hall or whatever, they have words because Mayweather said he will fight both of the brothers. So this is how the little brother come into play. So, but still, just out of respect, you know, that's how you know they're not ready for this arena. You feel me? Because when you do stuff like that, people get hurt. It's consequences. You know, didn't think about the safety of the fans. Didn't think about the safety of the people that's bringing us the news. You know, it could have went a whole different way. But they'll rather talk about Mayweather hair, his hairstyle, and his hat.
Yeah, it was like that. It was messed up. He wasn't. I know he wasn't.
I gotta jump in here, man.
Go ahead.
I gotta jump in on this, man. This is why I say it's bad, because Mayweather, who's reached the pinnacle in boxing that very few, it's only 4 that I can think of off the top of my head that made it to be champions, retired as champions, and retired undefeated. Then you fit this internet guy, and it's an old saying, man, never argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who's who. If you wasn't in the bed with this motherfucker, that shit went into you. Another boxer knows to respect Mayweather. Another boxer is going to give you that respect because you've reached pinnacles that they not ever going to reach, or possibly might not reach. So that's why I say it's bad. It's all the way bad. Give somebody an opportunity that doesn't respect the sport, nor does he respect you. Now you looking like a goddamn fool with your beard all over the place and your hair all over the place because this motherfucker who don't respect you and don't respect the game just dissed you in front of everybody and then made a video afterwards with his shirt off like everything went well. He's making a mockery of the sport. He's making a mockery of you. I hate it. I hate everything about it, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
It's what 35, almost 35 million followers between them two brothers. So that's the money, like Farrah was saying earlier. That's the money. That's where Mayweather finna get his money.
All we need is one ass whooping.
Huh?
Well, you see what happened with the last brother that got
all we need is one ass whooping.
Accidentally knocked that guy out. That was an accident. So accident happened. I don't feel like it was a wise choice on
right.
It's like asking the king to instead of playing with his equals, he played with his peasants. It just don't go together.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So shit.
Right.
The next topic is gonna be. I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta move. We gotta move the show on. We were trying to wait on our other 2 counterparts. Look like they're having some technical difficulties. Next part is Serena Williams with the makeup debacle. You think
I love her.
You think it was a publicity stunt or an accident?
I think it had a bigger meaning behind it. I don't really think she bleached her skin. No, absolutely not. She's never hid the fact that she's a dark-skinned black woman. You know, she's out of Compton, so no, no. I don't. I just can't see how
So you
people
think it was a malfunction?
respect her, huh?
So you think it was a malfunction?
Malfunction, or maybe, you know, with all this colorism out here, maybe, you know, I don't know. You know, she's raising a little black young lady too. You know, so
So I heard you say colorism earlier. Like, what's the deal? Like, what do you mean on that?
okay. Well, nowadays, you know, in the industry, dark skinned girls, it's just like it always been. You know, like, you know, with the AKAs and the jigaboos. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. You know, like what y'all had it out here. Y'all like yellow, light skin, yellow bone, whatever. But they always
I
been
never said
hard,
that.
huh?
I never said. You talking about in the songs?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying,
Oh.
you know, you hear, okay, preference is always a light skinned woman over a dark skinned woman. So with colorism, you know, I, I just feel like she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do it. That's just my personal opinion. You know, I just don't think
This
so.
this is the topic I really wish we had our other two counterparts on, because they had some really good points too. But hopefully they can jump in here real soon. Where y'all at? What's your thoughts on it, Dap?
All right, man. I'm apologize in advance, and I want to put a disclaimer out there. My thoughts are my own individual thoughts. They
Yes.
do not reflect Hip Hop Alliance, and so if you come for me, just be ready to go. Now, with that being said, Serena Williams, I'm gonna, no, fuck that. I was gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not going to. And I have a really good reason as to why I will not give you the benefit out. But before I go into that, I want to start by saying this. Serena, I'm a black man. You're a black woman. And I want you to take the time to look at the scope of the world today. I want you to take the time and look at the Kardashians. Look at all of the other women of other races who do everything that they can when they can afford to and go out of their way to look like you naturally look. They get bigger lips and lip injections. They get bigger butts. You were born with that. They get tans. I see them with cornrows. They do everything that they can to look like you because they can see your beauty from the outside looking in. What I'm saying to you is everything about you says who you are by your lifestyle in general. Why do I say that? What I'm about to touch on is really about to make a couple people mad. And it's really going to make me seem like a racist and a bigot, which I'm not. Because self-love and race love for your own race is not racism. Self-hate is when you step outside of your community and people who look like you, with melanin like you, and find refuge and go in concert with these people and raise children with them. I think that is despicable. I think that by the virtue of you marrying a white man tells me everything that I need to know. You were already white on the inside, even though you're as dark as a midnight on the darkest night, which is beauty to us. You went and married this white man because that's who you related to. Let me just say this. If I had a cold, I would be snizzling, I'll be coughing, I'll be dripping in my nose, and anybody around me could easily signify, hey, you must got a cold, because we know what those symptoms are of something that's ill, something that's wrong with me. But when I see somebody in an interracial relationship, I immediately understand something is wrong with you because you stepped outside of what produced you, which is unapologetic black people. And you have to stand on what you have to stand on. You bleached your skin. You changed the way you look because you were not comfortable with unapologetic blackness. And for that, You have to stand on that. And for that, remember, you got black kids. I've always bragged on your black excellence when it comes to your athletic ability. I just hate that you've been whitewashed. And I hope it ain't too late for you to find your blackness, get back to your blackness, and be great.
Well, I feel
Until
like
then,
she should
I treat you
apologize.
like I treat the rest of them.
No, that's cool. Because she always been true to us. She wore the cornrows too. She always stayed true to her black roots. Like, I don't know, you let this one thing say who she is because they made it. How you know someone didn't do it? You know, nobody heard from her for us to really be making judgment. I don't believe that she would do that. You know, you got to understand the caliber of women she's around. You know, she's not just around any. You know, she got Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle in her corner. You know what I'm saying? And they already out here fighting for Black Lives Matter, or for just people to be treated equal with any color in them. You know, so it could be a message if she did it on purpose. Maybe it's a message for one day her daughter won't have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't foresee her wanting to be nothing other than who she is, because, like you said, she's greatness.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
I just like to respond. What I say, and I appreciate your perspective because I could be completely wrong.
Thank
But you asked me what made me think she would do that, because she didn't have enough sense or self-love to be a black man.
Why?
Something is
Drake, look how
wrong
She
Drake
did
did
with
date
her.
some
you.
black men, bro, that did
Look
her
how
bad.
Drake did her. That was the
Yeah.
last one she really dated.
That's yeah.
Yeah. But come
She
on
gave
with
black men a chance.
Yeah.
it. You know,
I didn't finish my point.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't finish my point.
sorry.
Something is wrong with her. This is just me. Something's wrong with her. She stepped outside. So what would make me think that you don't already have something innately in you that is a replica of self-hate by stepping outside? And then when we start talking about the people that she hang around, Oprah Winfrey doesn't directly identify with raw blackness. She identifies with the bourgeoisie, the elite of black people, the Obamas. The reason I say that because nothing is more raw than what we're talking about right now on Hip Hop Alliance, which is hip hop. Oprah Winfrey has done everything that she can to distance herself from the raw, unapologetic blackness that is hip hop. She's
You have
done
a
that for
point.
years.
But she
So
had to
this is what
also
I'm
come back
saying.
over to
Birds of a
her
feather flock
people.
together.
She also had to come back to her people. We all make mistakes.
Somebody said Oprah's married to a white man. Stedman is black.
Stephen is black. You know,
As whitewashed as it gets.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Something is wrong. It was one more thing that I wanted to answer. We tackled Oprah being against hip hop. That's black. It's nothing more black than hip hop. Hip hop is a black thing. The woman married a white man, and then the last but not least, when I look at this whole entire station and look at the black women who are, it's much bigger than the top surface. Look at a commercial today, any commercial, you're going to see that they're promoting interracial relationships. A white man and a black woman, a black man and a white woman, they're promoting that. Then ask yourself, why are they promoting it? They want to make sure, I don't want to say this. I'm just going to tell people, do research and understand what melanin is. Why are certain people so afraid of global warming? Because the facts of the matter is melanin feeds off the sun rays, which is vitamin E. It makes you stronger, which is why they say black don't crack. Who is afraid of the sun? The people who can't survive it. Why are they pushing interracial relationships so that they can stay on this planet when the sun gets closer? Now I'm talking crazy to people who don't understand much deeper than its top surface, and Serena Williams is a pawn in this beast game being played. And it's shame on you.
I don't blame her, man. I hope that she's not.
I don't.
Not, a pun. I hope that she's. I hope she's not getting to the point where she's not proud of her skin.
She
know,
have
because
every
she
right,
was
everything
beautiful.
she ever fought for and stood up for.
Clearly.
When she went to Wimbledon, they reminded her about her melanin in her skin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she's also. They made fun of her and her sister. The bees in
Well,
their
she
hair
needed to look in the
always
mirror and
say this
remind
is our
herself.
culture. I don't believe she would go against our culture nor
No, she.
where she's been. Just because I feel like sometimes it's not about color no more. You know, I'll marry a green man if he's good to me. You know, it's not about, I don't agree to date outside my race, but that's my personal opinion. I mean, my personal, what my liking is, but I'm not knocking her because she looked happy now. She wasn't happy when she was with Drake.
He's a
She
billionaire
wasn't
too.
even happy when she was in Beyonce's
She don't look
show.
happy with that. She don't look happy with that Ronald McDonald face. She looks confused. She looks like she's in the.
He's a
Her husband,
billionaire.
And that's the
he's
thing
not an
about
ugly man.
eyes. Like,
Handsome, just
What
like you, handsome.
what you
I
what
think
you
I
they
think
don't.
make a
about it,
beautiful
E?
couple.
I don't know. Maybe I used to hear this saying "light bright and turning to white," and then I saw it on this show, them, and then I'm looking at Serena Williams, and then I remember people like who is that baseball player? What was it? Puerto Rican baseball player. He was dark. He was darker than us. But then if you look at him now, he's what is his name?
It was
He was on steroids with Jose Canseco back in the day.
played
Anyway,
for Chicago.
yes. But she has this whole thing going
No,
on.
it was Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, she has the Sammy Sosa thing going on. I know y'all say black love and she loves herself and black men did her this. She ain't got love for herself. Let's be honest, guys. Who would do they skin like that?
She don't, bro. It's clear.
It was a makeup era.
Like I said before,
Because
if
when
I
you
was
look at
coughing and sneezing
dark,
and I was drizzling my nose, you would immediately say, I was saying, you missed this. If I was coughing, sneezing, my nose was drizzling, somebody in this room would say, I think you got a cold. That's easy for top surface eyes to identify. But the deeper you go in, you'll start to see a person who goes outside of the dynamic that creates black. Something is wrong. There is a self-hate that this is not racist for me to say this. This is real as real get. You can't go outside of who you are and what created you and find solace. That's insane.
Who are we to judge?
Completely.
She has a right to be whoever she want to be.
It became available for judge as soon as she put it on Facebook and then deleted it, or to Instagram and then took it out.
No.
Look here, if she wasn't happy with it, why she put it up there?
Everybody giving their personal opinions. None of this is facts because she haven't came out and spoke on it, so we don't know what day it was. It could have been a bad makeup day.
Well, it's not the first entertainer that did that. Y'all remember the lady from Love and Hip Hop, the Jamaican rapper?
Spice.
Yeah, she did the same thing.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Suffering
Let's be honest, guys.
From self-hate as well. Self-hate is real, man.
Every man, or not every man. I know this man here. I done put I put a thirst trap up there. I put the gray sweats on there. You see the package or what have you. I know what I'm doing. She knew what she was doing. She put it out there for the world to see. And then when she saw the reaction, she took that down immediately. She got that ass ate up and she wasn't expecting, oh shit, his ass going down. Let me take it back, ref. Give it back. Go ahead, Hughes.
Why did Michael Jackson do it? The biggest star that the world has ever known. Michael Jackson, why did he do it? He changed his nose. He changed his skin. He changed everything about how he looks because of what we're identifying as self-hate. That is all that it is. It's easy to do that with the music you were saying earlier about the music. It's easy to do that with what you watch on the news and how they project black people. It's easy to do that, period, with how we treat each other. There was a study where they showed this little black girl a picture of a little black doll and a picture of a little white. Which one was beautiful and which one was ugly? And she said the doll was 5 years old. So Serena Williams grew up in this self-hate dynamic. We just now starting to come into a so-called consciousness where black people are starting to accept themselves. But we grew up in the era of self-hate. And I'm telling you right now, Serena Williams, everything about her lifestyle says self-hate. Marrying that white man and then bleaching yourself to look like a dirty white woman. Knock it off. Not saying all white people are dirty. That's not what I'm saying. But she looks like a dirty white woman. That's self-hate. That's the drizzling nose and the sneezing and the coughing and all of that shit.
Okay, I like to say something. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
No, I was just saying, keep in mind, everybody that he made this disclaimer for everybody that just came in that his views and his opinions.
I'm unapologetically black. I'm unapologetically black.
Okay,
so and I'm not gonna cut it back for you new age niggas.
Hey, hold on, Rip. Time out this brother here with this sapphire color. Go ahead, Miss Ma'am.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. I'm talking to you. So they was asking about the Mayweather fight, right? What's your opinion on it?
A check is a check is a check. Let me get my money. And if I'm gonna beat somebody else in the meantime, you know Mayweather ain't gonna lose. He gonna cut that check. He gonna dance around for a little bit. Are we done? I'm good, coach. All right, let's go get something to drink. What we doing here? All right.
Now, what if he accidentally get knocked out? It can happen.
Who said that? Who said that? He gonna risk 50 all that millions to fight this one guy.
I bet that dude thought that when he stepped in the ring with his brother, huh?
Nate Robinson was a basketball player.
Yeah, he never fought in his life.
He ain't used to no contact.
I don't claim him actually. I think he is black? Is he
yeah, he dark. He my color.
He Haitian, right?
You gonna put him up Haitian?
He Dominican? He's something like that. What y'all say? I don't know.
You say he's not one of us.
I've never seen a black person get their ass whooped like that on national TV by no other white person in their life. It ain't gonna happen, all right? This ain't Max versus Joe. It ain't happening.
You sleep.
Okay.
You seen Rocky. You seen a lot of them niggas Rocky beat up.
Well, what you think about the brothers?
Okay, but you know what happened after the movie was over? Outside of the parking lot, how many people got their ass whooped because they thought that shit was real?
And let me tell you something. Anybody ever? I got your hat. Right. Nigga, grab my hand and see what happened. Grab my hand and see what happened. I'm beating somebody's ass. It may not be your ass, but it's gonna be your friend ass. He gonna catch it.
I just can't believe they had him looking like a rich slave, bro. All them, boy, they had that boy looking bad in the business out their head. Boy, that was terrible, man. But it's all for publicity, though. I would say they probably staged that shit.
Well, he went on live talking about he wasn't staged.
Oh well, you know they always gonna do that. All right, y'all. We got the next topic right here. We know it's Mother's Day coming up. We got a mother on the panel. Happy early Mother's Day.
You know what I'm saying? Happy early Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
I feel like Mother's Day every day. As long as
you definitely need to show your mama that you love her every day.
I do that.
Exactly. I think it's overrated, and for it to be one of the biggest holidays out of the year. You know, why would a person want to wait? You know, well, really not really wait because we celebrate Christmas, Valentine's Day, or whatever. But I think all mothers are special. You know, even those who might not have kids but help raise kids, special. You know.
I think it's more of an action than an actual person. You know what I'm saying? You can have motherly actions all the time. You know, I'm always out of state, and everywhere I go, I'm gonna find a woman that's gonna take on that motherly role and tell you, you know, if they catch you doing something wrong or see you moving the wrong way, they're gonna say something to you.
Yeah.
Or if they see you doing something that's nice, they're gonna let you know and be encouraging. It's more of a act to me, you know. But mine means the world to me though, because she basically, you know, taught me how to move in the streets. And well, my daddy would give me just a little. He was a philosophist, so he'd give you a little philosophy, and you better go figure it out. My mama was breaking it down and letting me know how to move, you know. But yeah, so love you, mama. Happy early Mother's Day. May God bless you with many more. I'm good on that.
Let me first preface by saying I'm a man and no man tells any woman how to do their thing. But as an OG and the people that I step with, because I'm a stepper, I ain't gonna move. The people, it could be a party, it could be a good time. But if I see a female, hey, you gonna let your kid over there operate like that? Like, that's not what we're doing. As an example, you know, I tell them to get themselves together. But for those who are already in line, mothers that I feel are already moving proper, hey, to you, kudos. You know what I'm saying? If you're moving proper, got your kids doing their work, live outside of the streets doing what they need to, kudos, you know. And in fact, teachers, I was talking to one the other day one that set me aside. I lashed out. I lost my father at an early age. I was giving her a hard time, but instead of giving me trouble, giving me any issues, she talked with me, and that stayed with me. I'm very thankful for the example that she showed, and I wasn't even her flesh and blood, but she treated me like I was her own. For those who are moving like that, once again, kudos. But for those who need assistance, hey, get it together. You know, it ain't about the club, it ain't about the partying, getting things done. It's about the child that you're assisting to raise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump in there, man.
How can you
When
be
I
a
think
mother
about my
if
mom,
somebody
one
never had a
story
mother?
in particular.
You know, I mean,
You say what?
I said, you
Right.
know, talking about
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna jump in there, man.
Wait a second.
no, when he said like, oh, get your kids or whatever. Sometimes, you know, people have kids at an early age and they learn as they go. You know what I'm saying? And if your mom wasn't there to raise you, so you do the best you think. I'm gonna tell you something about a mother. A mother job is never done. We thinking in our sleep. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got your sons or daughters that's away from home. You know, it's not the same being able when you that little kid, you can get up in the night, check on your baby. You know what I'm saying? And make sure everything in the house is shut down properly. But you know, nowadays, you know, it's even harder to be a mom, even if the dad is around, because we got to fight against the TVs, we got to fight against the PlayStations, we got to fight against the peer pressure, you know. So it's a hell of a job being a mother and a father, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
Even though it's our day tomorrow,
Yeah.
but
What were you saying? What were you saying, Dad? We got a lag or something going
Yeah, I'm
on.
gonna jump in there, man. One story in particular come to mind. When y'all showed the topic, I was like, yo, man, what's something about my mom that sticks out? My first day of school, my mom walked me to the door and I busted out crying. I was like, no, I don't want to go. And I'm hugging my mom's legs. And then she started crying. And then I've thought about this since then. Every time I've cried, she's cried because she was right there. So my mom is everything to me. Taught me the spiritual beliefs, which is my root and foundation. Gave me the character and understand I have. So, man, mom, if you're listening, I just want you to know you're gonna always be my favorite girl, no matter who's in my life. You're always gonna be number one.
Hey.
Now, for them mothers who didn't really have an example, because I left a pin in that one. It
okay,
takes a
okay,
village,
okay.
as they say. You know, everybody didn't get to where they're at. I'm 28, or I was 28 before I got a natural understanding of how to be a man. Okay, so it as a mother or a person that's going to raise children, it takes time, and that's where it takes that village concept, reaching out to someone who may be a church mother and maybe a family friend, reaching out to someone who has been through those steps before you. That's where those ordering of steps come for me. If I was that person, reach out to order my steps and make sure my best way.
Well,
Yeah,
guess what?
nature takes care of itself too, though.
2021, you got grandmothers doing what the daughters is doing. You know, I mean, it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I think I can speak for all the mothers in the world. We wouldn't be who we are without you guys. You know, because when we look in your face, see your face, it makes us want to work harder. You know, it make us want to be the best us we can be, even though we're not perfect. And y'all might not never agree with everything your mom and or how she disciplined or whatever, but I promise you can always go back to the table and say, man, my mama told me such and such and such. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you never get away because it's called unconditional love. She loved you even when you messed up, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And a mom is a beautiful thing. You know, our first bond with our kids is from the flutter. You know, just the movement. We don't know the phase. We don't know what you're gonna come out being. But
Yeah.
to us, you're our world. You know,
So
and
shout out to the mothers
exactly because
in
I
the
wouldn't be the best person I am if it wasn't for my son or my daughter. So I know as a mother, y'all just as special to us than we are to you guys, and
mm-hmm.
it goes hand in hand. You
Yes,
know.
indeed. Yeah, we got this last topic, y'all.
Woohoo! Let's start with E.
This last topic. is the DFW dating scene. What's y'all thoughts on that? Have y'all had any experience with the DFW dating scene? Keep in mind, I said DFW dating scene. So if you in Tyler or you in Waxahachie, we not talking about you. We talk about the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth dating scene, everything in between.
Why we can't say Texas scene? Because you might have
It's
viewers in
different.
East
It's
Texas.
different. It's different.
Okay.
You know, if you had a experience outside of here, then yeah, that's you can feel free to speak on it. But this is kind of DFW based. I just want to put that disclaimer out there so nobody be thinking that we're gonna go first on this one.
How about you?
I think I already said it last time, but I think about it. I hate it. It's the worst thing to deal with. I'm not really big on the internet thing because I'm paranoid. I'll be thinking somebody trying to set me up. So I don't do the online thing.
How you living that somebody want to set you up?
It ain't shit. You ain't got to be living no kind of way. You can just
I forgot this is DFW, huh?
Yeah, you can just be a victim. Shit, a person can take your kindness for a weakness and set your ass up.
Wow.
Make you stupid. No, so I'm not with the internet deal, and then you meet people in person, and you got to go through a representative for 6 months before you find out who they really are, and you got to get to know them all up. I just don't like the dating thing, period. But it's definitely different here. I don't like it. I can't say nothing more that I don't like it.
Well, maybe it's not your time to be dating. Maybe you should be dating yourself.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Anybody else got to say? Everybody quiet?
Hey.
I'm a lame.
No, I'm gonna jump in there, man.
Huh?
Jump in that water then, man.
Go ahead. Right, he said he a lame.
And this is another disclaimer, man.
Oh, crap.
This is another disclaimer, man. These are my words, my opinions. I have many. If you are outside of the DFW, do not find a Dallas chick and try to make her your own. This is why I'm going to tell you, do not do it. I'm almost 40. I'm 38 years old. I've been on the dating scene for about 25 years. And in my experience, these girls here in the DFW are fast. Mo3 got a song called Money Maya for a reason. Asked them who Money Maya was. Well, the majority of the answer was she's many people. She's about 5 Money Mayas. Am I lying about that? I've met about 5 Money Mayas in the last couple weeks. These girls are fast-paced. They own game. They will definitely, and because they own game, they move like niggas. Talk to one of these chicks from Dallas, man. It sounds like you talking to a nigga. I haven't dated a chick from less than 10 years, and I live here. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. If you're looking for an old school woman,
you think it's the women's fault, bro? You think it's the women's
like y'all got
yes. It's not the women's fault. It's not their fault.
The problem.
It's the niggas' fault.
Damn.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. It is our fault because it's like 7 of them to every one of us.
It's our fault.
So she kept up. Yeah, it's our fault. Yeah, it is. We're not available.
I will say, for when I had partaken in that activity, dating in the scene of Dallas, DFW, you see, I got to tiptoe. But when I did partake in the scene of Dallas, it was very nice. You have to put yourself in those areas. We like certain areas. Like, does Addison count? Is that part of Dallas? Does that count?
It's a suburb.
I'll take Addison. I'll take even far. Yes.
So it is some good. Some places to go find some good women. Put me up on it, then.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: you can get you a nice little duck off in the cliffs. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: you got to know what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how she really is if she really cut for you like that. Because if she's not really cutting for you, then you could be a play. You don't want to be a play. You want to be an easy lineup. You got to really put in that footwork.
You don't want that 52 fake out. Boy.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get that. Oh, she done got me. What? Hold up, coach. I don't know you like that. You know, you got to put in that work, see if she legit. But that when I was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this though, because we go back far enough for me to remember you calling me, say, "Hey man, I'm finna go and meet this chicken Joppy," and I said, "My nigga, do not go over there and meet no chicken Joppy. What the fuck are you doing?"
Where's
I don't know what he's talking about.
Then when he say he got there, the chick had a big
coming
thing.
in the cliff out the grave.
All right, man.
Wow.
Here's what
I'm not from here.
Yeah, game, cuz.
I'm just listening now.
I just think it's so competitive, and like one thing that I didn't realize is like every man don't have good intentions for women. So I learned that by talking to people and realizing like some guys be out here trying to set these women up for failure too. So at that point they go through that a couple of times, and then that's when the savage come out.
And I don't think sometimes you don't understand. I mean, when you find a woman like that, she has a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
A person just don't wake up. Oh, I'm gonna set him up for a couple of racks. Like it never crossed my mind. I mean, I don't want to hurt nobody. It's gonna always go back to my religion, God first. And I feel
somebody said the chat line.
Huh?
Somebody said something about the chat line.
Open it up. They can ask questions, but
here's Jerry.
I wonder, like, are y'all like? Do y'all ask God for guidance to direct your path? Because God has a good woman for every man.
I mean, I met some good women, but it's just like the damage is too much. Like they've been damaged so much, like they don't even recognize that you're a decent person because they've been damaged so much. And it's like, do you want to go through the process of waiting on somebody to heal and dealing with all the shit that come with the healing process? Like that's why I just said I hate it because it's like so much work. That I've came across some good women. Don't let me put it out there and say there ain't no good women out here.
Well,
it's just
about the money Mayas. I think all the money Mayas was in like.
You think they was in what? I can't hear you.
I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said all the money Mayas was in a strip club, on the streets, on the corner, in the hood. You ain't finding.
There's some money Myers that ain't never been to the club.
Time out. I'm not gonna let y'all
believe in all of that.
I'm saying.
I don't believe a woman is that cold.
Man, it don't take but the right person.
But listen,
welcome to Texas.
Okay, we're not talking about this tonight, but put yourself in all those women's shoes that was dealing with him. We're not gonna say no name, but all them women's was in one circle. Somebody, I'm gonna tell you something. A woman come together to gang up on you. That's why most women say, if I say something to my man, don't you say nothing to me. It's between me and my man. Once it cracks off, it cracks off.
Yeah.
Have anybody ever thought about situations for money, Maya? I just don't want to believe that women are walking around here. Oh, I gotta find me somebody.
No, the bag get presented. The bag get presented, and they take the damn bag. That's simple. It ain't nothing.
I think that's pretty much.
Can I answer your question, ma'am? Yeah. Going back to the Dallas dating scene and being out there, my fellas over here, they don't believe in presenting nice bags or gifts.
I didn't say that.
Spa days, not Mitch over here, my other counterpart.
Because if I rock with her, I rock with her.
Don't do it, E, because I'm gonna flex on you, honestly, E. If you do it, don't do it, man. I'm gonna flex on you.
No, honestly, well, actually, you don't really know me like that, so I'm one of those. Like, I mean, if she deserve it, if you feel like just because you want to go buy her a bag and you feel like she deserve it, buy her that bag. I don't think people out here buying bags if I ain't got a home cooked meal, my house not clean, baby's not taken care of. I mean, if all that's taken care of and he want to go buy a bag or Birkin, salute. It's your job to cater to your woman, to spoil your woman, to treat your woman nice. But now she out with the home girls, ain't got time for you. Why would you buy her a bag? She don't deserve it. Because, I'm not saying like, oh,
I
you got to
believe
go in
if
a
you rock with
relationship
it, whatever
working
you do
for a
for it is
bag.
on
It's gonna
you.
come natural. If you love it, it's
Now,
gonna come natural.
I don't believe in just buying women, just random women stuff though. But if I rock with her, then I give her. What you mean by this wish? I don't have your name on there, but it say wish. Elaborate, please.
As I told you the last time, my guy. As I told you the last time, man. Now, for the people that's just tuning in, y'all don't know what the conversation was about. So my man told me this, and I'm going verbatim. He said, "Hey, man, I've been told by the guys that's on the dating scenes that all you have to do these days is come with some fire conversation, come with some fire kush, and then buy them some gifts, and you good to go. You got them locked in."
That's damn near
And
verbatim.
that's where I said, listen, verbatim. I said, listen, I'm an 80s baby. You know what I mean? I'm almost 40. I do not subscribe when I was out there. I'm not out there anymore. I'm very much so happy where I'm at in my position. But when I was out there, if your conversation wasn't enough, then what the fuck we doing? I'm not smoking you out. I'm not finna buy you no bags. I'm not taking you out to eat. If our conversation of me being with you on an intellectual level, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level isn't enough to lock you into what the fuck I know, you get the fuck out of here. I don't give.
You have to say it like that?
That's some 90s baby shit. These 90s baby.
Well, I'm a 70s.
Where is this animosity coming from?
These 90s babies, man.
He was a stepper. Those 90s babies are steppers.
What is going on?
That's the problem because y'all didn't have nobody.
That's what they own.
Along the way. That's why y'all flip flop, trade women, shake women. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you get the money, Mayas. Why y'all get quiet now?
I don't know. I don't know. I just I just think either you didn't mean like that they should be doing that for everybody. It's just like once you see that person and you rock with them, then you do it, right?
But if he meets somebody and they in the mall and he's
that's a no before you even get started.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, but hey, listen to me, right? If you meet somebody, you're gonna know if you want to go another day or not. And if y'all first day happen to be in the mall and you see something nice and you want to give her, even if it don't last a year, it's still a souvenir. She got something to think about you about. There's nothing wrong with being nice to a woman.
We're gonna let E make it go.
It should be a lot more easy.
Man, listen, bro. Listen, drop this simp shit, man. Drop this simp shit, man, and step your game up, bro. Just be a smart nigga, bro. Chicks like smart niggas, bro. I'm telling you now. That conversation, if that's not enough, fuck that bitch. She ain't on your level, bro.
And
it
see,
is
that
what
is
it is.
so
Find your shit.
Respectful. Why she gotta be all of that?
Hey.
Because if she wasn't, she would be his lady. Because now let's not get sensitive and act like there's not a difference between a bitch and a woman.
Even if you decide to be buddy buddies, homie, lover, friends, whatever you want to be, I still feel like you shouldn't have to call a woman the B word.
Yeah, get them, cut.
Just like I don't believe in calling a black man a nigga.
In that same.
Let me let them know something real quick.
In that same breath,
you know what I'm saying?
Because if a man called me a bitch, I ain't no telling who I might call a bitch in his family.
I wouldn't do it. I don't know what's going on with this man. I don't know what's going on.
You talking about being an 80s baby and being a savage, or are you a gentleman?
Is that
what a gentleman at in Dallas? Maybe that's the problem. Y'all walking around calling.
I'm a big gentleman. I'm a big gentleman.
So I'm talking as I initially started for everybody listening. When I was out there, I'm talking from perspective of a mind state when I was out there, which is why I referred to me almost being 40. I'm talking about 20 years of dating. So I was in my 20s. And yes, I call a bitch, a hoe, and a woman. It is what it is. That has nothing to do with the perspective that I have today.
All right, now. A man called me a bitch. I'm fighting. Me and my homegirls, we don't call each other bitches and all that. I don't play that. Bitch is a fighting word to me. You know, I'm not from Texas. I'm a Cali baby. You know,
Now hold on.
I mean, not
It's a
born
death
but
word in
raised.
prison.
Miss Cali,
You
They
know,
call a man
I
a
mean,
bitch
it's
in
certain
prison.
things a person. You can't call me no motherfucker. You cannot call me no bitch.
well, hold
I'm
on now.
sorry.
I ain't calling y'all that. Miss Cali, baby, I'm trying to talk now. Wait a second. Now let me ask you something, because he didn't put it right. He didn't do it like a salesman would do it. I'm a salesman. He ain't a salesman. He do
No,
it over
I did.
he tire kicking over here. He ain't gonna sell it to you like I'm gonna sell it to you. I'm gonna get it nice and right. Now
I
look
ain't
here.
no
Here's the reality.
salesman.
Look here. If I'm having a good conversation, I'm a little too loud. I ain't gonna have this conversation right now. Actually, we're gonna continue this another time.
No, you gonna have the goddamn. Yeah, come with it.
Wow.
Look, I don't know.
If you having a good conversation,
it just, and like I said, that if you can tell when you have that conversation, when you have that vibe, that's
I got you.
all right, man, get your ass out of here, man. Man, come on, man. Either sit on, either shit or get off the pot, man. If you ain't gonna shit, get off the pot, man.
I can't. I'm not gonna ruin my life.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Man, we just talking. We just giving perspectives, man. It's nothing is personal about it, man. If anybody hearing this audio and feel some kind of way about what you're saying, it's just perspective.
Okay, from a man's perspective, I'm gonna just give the women some advice. When you catch a man and he a decent man, don't judge him by what you went through. And we got to do the same thing, because I got that bad too. Like if I see something that looks familiar, I'm gone to something that I didn't like in the past. You know what I'm saying? But don't judge him by what the last man did. Give him a chance to prove himself. Don't think his kindness is a weakness. If he is the type that's gonna take you out to eat and buy you something because y'all at the mall, don't take it as a weakness and try to use them. That's my advice to the women.
No, you just being kind. That's what you call being kind.
Yeah, big
thoughtful. Just because I'm with you moment.
Or simping.
Well, no,
wait,
old days we call that simping.
It used to be a privilege to go sit at the diner and share a milkshake with a man. It meant something back in the day. So I mean, I think it means something when a man gives a woman a gift. It's not simping.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna be honest. David is one of those, and
when he gives his woman, you gotta clarify because I think where the confusion is, the context of the conversation is you have a woman. This is your side chick.
No, I'm just
anything that you do for this person where you
no. Just as much as
what
you
the hell
do
are we
for the
talking about
main
right now?
chick, you should be able to do for the side chick. Don't have a side chick if you can't take care of her.
You shouldn't have a side chick. That's what I'm saying. You should not have a side chick. That was the whole point of our conversation. You should not have a side chick.
I'm happily married. I'm not a side chick.
Everybody just gonna keep saying the word.
I just feel like everybody wants the side chick to be quiet and wait. I feel like
I'm about to pop my shit. Listen, man.
I mean, you spending
just
time
like
with the
how when you
her
see somebody with a runny nose. No, go ahead. We're gonna let Mel speak so somebody can hear somebody. Go ahead and speak, Mel.
No, I want to hear you. Don't you think if
all right,
well,
I'm finna jump back in there. I do my shit.
But don't you think if you're gonna have a side
it don't sound like you want to hear me.
Okay.
It don't sound like you want to hear me, because if you want to hear me, I'll just go ahead and go right now.
Wait.
All
right,
wait. No, what the heck is going on? Let the viewers hear some perspective. I'm finna pop my shit.
Well, real quick, I'm not
finna bring up nobody. I'm popping shit.
Wait, real quick, because I'm finna put you on the hot seat. Here's the reality. This is where it's all coming.
What's going on tonight? What's going on tonight?
Hughes.
You gonna cut me off too? Is this the Cut the Dapper Dave off show? What the heck is going on today?
I just want to ask a question.
I was answering the question. And I've been cut off. You viewers, y'all see what's going on here tonight? They do not want to hear the perspective of Dapper Dave. You know I'm finna jump that fire shit. I don't play. You can't come in front of me. Give me the.
Who's the moderator? Mitch, mute this man. Mute him.
Nah, I want to hear what he got to say. I'm just waiting patiently.
Come on! How long have I been trying to pop my shit with everybody cutting me off? let's call this, bro. Just like I get an analogy of interracial dating. And I'm not talking about Black, Native American, and Hispanic, because those are the same people. You dig in deep and you'll find that what I'm saying is true. When you see that, you know something is wrong. That means thank you. Something is wrong. If I was to have a reason, I was coughing, you say cold. If you have a woman, bitch, not a side hoe, not a late night booty call. If you have a woman that you are with every night and you are fucking somebody else, you got a cold. Something is wrong. So in the perspective of talking anything that you spend and take out of your household and spend it on her, you simping. Call that shit what it is, cuz. I'm popping real nigga shit tonight, cuz.
No. You gotta pay.
You can't stand in front of me and talk bullshit and I'm dropping real shit.
Would need her bills paid, your side piece, the other late night, whatever she want her bills paid to, her baby needs shoes. You know, if you're gonna do for one, do for all. If you can't do it like that, you need to stay in your lane.
Hughes, I let you do the pimping and
stipping talk. You got problems.
Let me ask you a question. It's just a legit question. In any of your relationships, and this is to you too, Mitch, how much of the bag are you actually spending?
I'm gonna do it all if I can.
In my relationship. You the man. God said you're the head of the household.
Yeah. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it all. But you know, like at the same time though, I gotta say, maybe I gotta disagree just a little bit. Like if I'm in a situation and then I got another chick I talk to, and my situation at home is good and we got a surplus, there's nothing wrong with doing nothing for the other lady, bro. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
But if you have an agreement, if you have an agreement and you have a polygamy type relationship, that's different. But if you're in a committed relationship and the other person who you are responsible for her feelings and her emotions, her heart, her trust, and all things that a man is supposed to be in, when we start talking about head, that's what it is. If you got a side bitch, bad. You get on that shit and be real with yourself and understand something's wrong. Men don't do that. Little boys do. Pimps do. And bitches play those roles and hold those roles on the side piece. A woman is always going to be your number.
Hughes, I just asked, even your main chick now, how many times it could be a spa day, it could be a nail day, it could be a trip to the Birkenstock.
We ain't talking about a man. No, you switching it. You switching. You switching.
You said even yourself.
You changing the narrative.
This is
you changing the narrative. I said from the beginning. I said for your own right. Since the beginning, for your woman, you do that. For anybody else,
for your woman, though.
If my conversation enough, that's a different conversation. For your woman, you do that. If my conversation ain't okay, you cut me off. If my conversation, let get this. Let me pop this real nigga shit because ain't no smoke coming my way on this real shit right here.
Time out, Hughes.
You don't want to let me make no smoke.
Hughes. So you mean to tell me? Wait.
Somebody's controlling this nigga. I was in the middle of a conversation saying what I'm saying. Come on, Mitch, control this nigga.
No,
you can't cut me off on this.
Bro, okay, but let him
cut me off on this.
Go ahead.
It wasn't 10 minutes.
I'll let you go for 10 minutes. Give me 3. I don't need a whole 10.
This conversation.
Come on.
Well, these niggas don't want to smoke with me, cuz. That's what that is, man. You shoot your shit, man.
Come on back. No, let's
shoot your shit, cuz.
Okay, so I can go?
Proof on this shit because I'm talking truth.
I can go. You just said yourself that even in your own relationship, you're not going to spend anything. So how I going to trust you to do it with any female that you're going to spend anything? The bank ain't opening. The wallet's closed. It ain't 365 with you, Hugh. You ain't spending it. Come on now. Don't put it on the 80s, baby. You just ain't going to spend it at all.
So what he going to spend it on?
Now that I can respond to this, I'm so glad this is recorded. I want you to go back to it because from the beginning, I have said money on your woman is a problem.
You said
spending money outside of your household for another woman is a problem. I never said that, E.
Okay, so time
This
out.
is why you ain't gonna bring smoke to me. You gotta listen.
But
No,
what
that.
if she got her own place? You got her.
Yeah,
Other women got their own place.
But Hughes, I didn't. That's what I keep asking you. You keep saying that, but I'm asking you right now. What are you? Because everybody spends on that girl. What are you doing for? Are you taking it to? It could be to the beach. You know, you ain't even got the attention and space. Are you giving her the attention?
and that's you are changing the narrative of the conversation and the topic. This is not about me and what I'm doing. This is not a wait. I let you ask the question. This is not about Dapper Dave, and this is not about what he's doing for his woman. Dapper Dave's woman is very happy. You want me to show you how happy my woman is? Hey, come down here right now. Dapper Dave's woman is happy. I don't take money out of my household and put it on nobody else. Baby, listen, come down here now.
Hughes. That's all.
You hear that? Hold on.
Hold on. Hughes, you admitted it. You even doing it right now. The fact that you say, I can't treat my girl to a restaurant, I can't treat my girl to this, I can't treat my girl to that, then that speaks to a whole different level. I hear what you're saying, but if you're not even doing it at your main household, then how can I trust you in any aspect of the conversation?
I never said that. And
he said if you
I never said that. Where it's back.
He said he wasn't taking money out.
Who heard that? All right, babe, you good. I said out of my household.
I said it like
what are you arguing, E?
And Hughes.
That's not. I never said anything that you. E, you cannot make a point that I didn't say.
Hughes.
You're gonna have to eat one on this. I'm giving you smoke, cuz that's what it is.
We right here. Hughes, the camera ain't gonna go nowhere. It's not running from you. It's right here. Talk. You got yours. We're gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what you can't handle that smoke, cuz I'm giving you that real deal spill. And you talking about stuff I never said. Watch the live again. See how crazy you look, how we see it in real life. Because I never thought of that you talking about right now. I'm just giving you smoke.
I think if your house is taken care of, you can do something for somebody else.
Time out.
And not be a simp.
Because and for the first place, if we want,
I don't think you should do that shit. Period.
I would. Because I wasn't part of the first part, okay? And if you want to go back towards the live, the what have you, go back towards 38. I was off camera. I didn't hear what you said. And that's where I presented what I asked you. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, say that. That's what the whole thing that I've been saying the whole time.
That's what I've been, no.
How you gonna
that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I've been asking you directly as a man. Someone, you can't say anything else about a side chick or a main chick. Because if you ain't doing it for your main chick, then why am I having a conversation about a side chick? I wasn't.
Who said I wasn't? Hey, where are you coming with this?
That's why.
Where are you coming from with this? Who said
that's why
any of this?
You as a man. That's the first thing I asked.
Who said that?
I asked you that. That's the first thing I asked. Quit going around everything else.
You didn't ask me that question.
Answer what I asked you. I asked you first thing I said.
You didn't ask me that question.
Rewind it. You ain't that old. You can rewind.
You didn't ask me that question.
If you ain't. You presented that first question. I wasn't there. Go back to what I asked you. I asked you, if you ain't doing it for your female, how can you speak towards anything else?
Who said that I wasn't? Get this from?
Hughes, you had all the time to say. You keep saying
that
I wasn't, but you've had all this time to say that you have. You haven't said you've done anything. You've had all this time. Who said that I wasn't? Who said I wasn't? How come you ain't saying you're doing anything?
Next topic, man. I'm catching things today, man. Next.
It's straightforward. You said who said what he said. I'm asking you, and you ain't said anything.
Another body.
Look, the next thing we got is we just talking about the
just watch the live. Next topic, man.
We got Bella on tonight.
And this is what you gonna get in hip hop.
Hip hop alone. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. We very passionate about what we believe in. As you can see, we gonna get it down.
I'm very passionate.
So yeah, we got Miss Bella on tonight.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
She's gonna be having her little own personal show on the platform about relationships, and it's gonna probably be something like this because it's gonna be people from all over with different perspectives. Y'all don't want to miss this. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be controversial. They're gonna speak on what they say,
especially what they say. Because if we ain't said, we ain't gonna speak on it. We gonna get what this person here in this blue shirt said. Right. So expect when you get off this call, you are gonna take a look at
this dude right here
versus what I.
He just got body.
Stop.
You hear me?
Because normally he is the cool, laid back. He always happy. What happened? Like what updated you?
We do all this.
This every day with us.
Their truth.
Yeah, this
The
is
fuck you
true.
mean?
I know
That's why we
exactly.
started this.
True.
That's why we started this
Now,
shit.
like your homework said, go back and research this. You
That
did all that
truth.
Swoop took it. Go take a look at what you said versus what I said. And I asked you as a man, if you talking about everything else, no, you can't talk about
I'm
your
cool
own
with what
household
I
if you're talking
said.
about everything else.
No, I'm cool.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next topic. This
Hey,
nigga
that's
went
what's
right
up.
back.
One
Next
brought
topic.
the smoke
I'm
and
cool
one
with what I
brought the
said.
truth.
Because one brought the smoke, but he ain't trying to hear it. I don't bring a smoke. I bring a fucking barrel, bring a full chimney to you.
Next topic.
That's what I thought.
This
Ooh.
one's
Next.
this one's over. E, just go back and watch the live.
Okay, look.
This
Now,
one's go watch the live, E.
Message.
I'm sure we will, y'all. We can all go back and watch it. Hey,
we're gonna go watch this live.
I don't really know.
Bella,
Bella,
what's
what
your, Bella, tell us what your what your show gonna be about.
Oh, we're gonna talk about keeping relationships spice, talk about healthy relationships, getting back to the old school, new school, not afraid of, talking to your man about your body parts, what your likes and dislikes are. Sometimes women are afraid to tell their man that it ain't right. I didn't get mine. You know what I'm saying? But just having adult conversation, things that we don't normally really get off our chest, or maybe it's co-ed, it's open to men and women. So different latest toys that's out there. Like, hey, everybody talking about this rose right now. So just bringing different things, just open conversation for adults,
Yeah. Okay, so y'all be on the lookout for that show. We trying to push it as soon as possible. Trying to push it as soon as possible so the guys and the ladies can chime in. I know the ladies gonna have a lot to say about that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. That you got any parting words? You done set the show on fire tonight.
Man.
This nigga here.
Well, I enjoyed you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah. This is what you're gonna get at Hip Hop Alliance, man. It's not gonna be off the top, but you understand something. That's my cousin. We've been arguing from little kids on up to grown men. We're gonna argue until we die. You know what I mean? So don't take this episode and be like, them niggas really. Nah, that's family.
That's what we do behind the scenes.
Now what?
We do that shit behind the scenes.
Man, if they seen how me and you would be, just like people would be like, I remember somebody called you like, man, you and that nigga okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. It's how we do. But I do have an interview coming really, really quickly. It's gonna be on Monday. No shame. Y'all know how he get down.
You said you got an interview with
y'all know how he get down, man. It's gonna be a No Shame is coming to the Hip Hop Alliance platform on Monday. And not supposed to say this, man, but we are actually in talks to bring him on, and you might see Dapper Dave and No Shame. Stay tuned.
Yep, it's gonna be dope. Well, we appreciate everybody that tuned in with us tonight. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes.
I'm praying for everybody that's lost a mother. Just know that she with you in spirit. And we're going to continue to celebrate them whether they're here or not. And like, share, subscribe. We're really doing bad on YouTube and Instagram, y'all. We all right on Facebook. We need some help. So if y'all get time, man, go over there and hit that like button on YouTube, subscribe, and follow us on IG and let us know, what's going on with y'all, and tap in with us. We should be doing this next Sunday. We just didn't want to do it Sunday this week because Mother's Day. We know everybody gonna be fat fool. Anybody else got anything to say before we get out of here?
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I love you. I love you. Still my brother. Love you. All right.